Hello, viewers. Today is Sunday, June 1st, 2025. We are here to continue discussions about cricket, more specifically about the recent retirements of Indian cricket stars. And today we are going to discuss about the retirement of Virat Kohli from Test cricket. And we have with us Mr. Sukumar, a distinguished cricketer, umpire, mentor, coach, and whatnot. I have described about his profile in the last episode as well. And he is here with us. Welcome, Mr. Sukumar, to this program. So my first question to you, Mr. Sukumar, is Virat Kohli has decided to retire from Test cricket, and it's going to be effective immediately. So that would mean that he's not going to go for the England tour coming up at the middle of this month. So my first question to you is going to be, were you surprised by this decision, number one? And number two, do you think that he had few more years of Test cricket left in him? Because I always felt like Test cricket is the one that got the best out of Virat Kohli, and he made it a lot more interesting for Indian Test cricket. So with that, I would like to turn it over to you to just basically talk about your views, but also answer those two specific questions.
Good morning, viewers. Suresh, as everybody is surprised by the retirement of Virat Kohli, I was also very much surprised because of the timing at which he took the decision to retire from Test cricket is very, very surprising, in fact. And Test cricket definitely he could have played a couple of years, not a couple of years. Some because Test cricketers we don't play very often nowadays. So if you stayed there for about 2 years, you would have played about just 10 to 15 Test matches, not more than that. So, but I was surprised, really surprised, because I think being fit, he could have played 2 more years. But the BCCI did not think that way, and they want to replace him, and then they gave a lot of pressure, it seems, that is, through his all communications. And then finally, he thought, okay, he will not disturb others, and then he just quit on his own. That is what I understand. But considering his performance in Test cricket, he has a very good average of 46.9 average, and he has played about 123 Test matches. And he has revived Test cricket. That is what I will say. Because in early 2000 and 2000, up to 2010, 12 and all, Test cricket was sinking like anything. It is a sinking ship, rather. So he was a real mascot for that reviving of Test cricket all over the country, and he did really well. In fact, he replaced the 7 batsman theory, and then he just dropped one batter, and then gave that bat to a bowler. He was the first one. He was for Indian cricket to have 5 frontline bowlers, so that we will win Test matches, because everybody's theory is that way. Only bowlers can win Test matches, not the batter. And that way he reformed, and then he also gave a lot of importance to medium pace, that is faster bowlers. In fact, he had 3 or 4 faster bowlers whenever he tours abroad, and that has given him, that has been a benchmark for reform. And then nowadays everybody follows that. Nobody is actually questioning that. Even that time I also thought, why should we have 5 bowlers? Even then I have a small dilemma, but still 5 bowlers has given a lot of very good results. In fact, he has led 68 Test matches, and then he has won 40 tests out of that. So this is a very high percentage, more than 50%. His Test captaincy record it is a very good record. Considering all these things, I think he has been pushed to retirement. That is what I will say.
Okay, so but coming back to the India-England series, do you think that this is going to be a huge loss for the Indian Test team going into England with Virat Kohli not being on the side, and it's relatively a new side? Don't you think that they could have let him at least play 2 or 3 more series, especially given the fact that it's a tough series in England coming up in the middle of this month?
Considering as a well-wisher and as a spectator, I would like to see Virat Kohli playing. But in Indian cricket, we have about some 6 to 7 batters waiting the wings, even the domestic level. But even in the one-day format, converting them to one-day format to Test cricket, all this is happening for the last 5 to 6 years. So in this scenario, BCCI has also got a lot of pressure to induct youngsters, young blood in the sense. IPL successful batters and all being that is evaluated, and then to put him in the test cricket. So in that way, they want some berths to be filled by the youngsters. So they thought, okay, even one more thing I will also like to add there. Even the last three series, Virat Kohli did not do as his for his quality of batting, because he did very badly in Australia, scoring just 190 runs in about 10 innings with 100 in it in the first test matches. So even with the New Zealand test matches, he was not that good. He didn't get a lot of runs there. This has led to serious losses and loss of test series as well. So in those circumstances, BCCI said this is the right time to inject youngsters, and then he created the way for the youngsters to be blooded in. That's what
Yeah,
my
yeah,
perception.
I understand where BCCI is coming from, but when you look at generally speaking, I mean, I know you have been following Indian cricket for a long, long time, and I have been following from the late 70s as well. But when India goes to England, typically, and especially if you go and if you happen to bat first on the first test, you really need some experienced players to play in that condition, right? It's very, very difficult in every overseas condition, but England is even more difficult given the fact that you don't have that kind of experience playing in some kind of a gloomy condition where the ball will swing quite considerably in the first 2 hours. And especially if you are not played in the English conditions, it's going to be tough. And don't you think that India needed some kind of a, given the fact Rohit Sharma is not there already, do you think that we needed somebody like Virat Kohli to come in at number four? And even if you lose two quick wickets, you want to actually just go in there, hang in there till lunch or tea, so that you can the other batters can come and express themselves and play their strokes. But don't you think that we are missing that key link for this England series? And I personally feel that they should have given him at least two or three more series. What do you think about that?
Yeah, it is very difficult to fill star's shoes at instant. Nobody can fill that. But having being retired, I will only say, so we need some batter to stay in there. But today's cricketers rather being overfed by the white ball cricket, they don't want to stay at all. That is, stay at all in the sense they don't want to play long door innings and all. Nobody likes, and even among the team members, they don't like whatever the conditions. You'll have to be with the conditions. Maybe half an hour or 45 minutes, you just put your eye in. There is no compulsion on red ball cricket. But when you don't score to the time you are spending in the crease, it's been questioned, even at all levels. So that way, what they feel is nowadays, now that is today's youngsters, what they feel is, if you're going to be door, the bowlers get right on top. If you're going to be average, merit of the ball, and then even odd wicket, they don't mind nowadays. That is the strategy they maintain, because they don't want to give upper hands to the opposition bowlers. So that way, even 300 runs in the first innings, they were quite happy. If they don't bowl well, these people will, somebody later order for this 20 overs before the second new ball, or 10 overs before the second new ball, they will add some crucial runs, 40 runs, and then they might accumulate their runs. Otherwise, as you said, it's very difficult to fill stars shoes instantly. And I think we will be struggling in a couple of innings to start with. That is what my perception. Because top order, we don't have a much of a change. In the sense, Jaiswal, KL Rahul, and our captain, new captain, MS Gill, Subham Gill, sorry. So that way, if you are going to shield for a session, or middle order is a bit inexperienced, then that way they can do some good thing, good work. But we'll have to wait and see, because those two bowlers were not there who troubled us quite a long. Not only us, who overtook the England,
Yeah.
Anderson and no, one more guy this troubled them. They took almost 1,300 wickets among them.
Yeah.
So
Anderson and Broad. I know they are not
they
there, but
brought.
still they have got some good bowling, but not as good as Broad and Anderson, but they still have a decent bowling. But the issue here is that if you don't have Rohit Sharma at the top of the order, if you don't have Kohli at the middle order or the number four slot, you are exposing some of the youngsters like Sai Sudarshan, and you're going to expose Karun Nair, who's most likely coming back after a long gap. And even if you try to bring in Nitish Kumar Reddy or anyone else. Even Rishabh Pant, for that matter, he has scored runs, but the question is that you can't rely on him consistently. He can play a very bad shot and get out. So he's more like a Kapil Dev, right? I mean, he will score 3 out of 5 innings or 6 innings, but he doesn't look at the match situation and play. He plays his stroke. It doesn't matter. So we have some kind of brittle middle order, I would say, and that is one of the reasons I felt like Kohli could have been a bridge towards the future by playing with those players. But nevertheless, BCCI decided. But again, just like when we discussed about Rohit Sharma, right? I mean, I honestly felt like Kohli deserved a much better send off in Test cricket because he revived the Test cricket not just for India but for the entire world, and people started coming back to the stadium because of Virat Kohli. So, don't you think that just like Rohit Sharma, BCCI missed the boat by not giving him a very good farewell for Test
Yeah,
cricket by having some kind of a Test match in India and giving him the opportunity to go out on his own terms?
that is what now today's management do not believe that way. There is earlier even stars had the say when to how to when to stop risk playing. Nowadays, only management takes all decisions, and they only say, keep the players. They don't mind giving odd chances, but they don't give a long rope as it was earlier. So they took a decision instantly, and we have none stars superstars do not like that because what they said is already by even in the last episode I said what they feel is they have served the country for about 10 to 15 years and they deserve that long rope. Long rope in the sense length is not the criteria. It is their choice. But even both Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli definitely felt that they need some good rope. They don't decide
Exactly.
by test serious. That is what.
Yeah, but they also, in my view, in a strange way, deserved some kind of a farewell in India, a last test match in India on their home grounds, or even in any of those grounds, it doesn't matter. And they deserved based on their past performances. I understand that past performance is not going to really make a big difference when you're looking at the last two series or something like that, but still, if you look at Sachin Tendulkar, they gave a huge farewell. If you look at Anil Kumble, he decided his last test. And even Ganguly decided his own last test, even though he was in and out of the team at that point. And so I think that these two deserved, especially Kohli, more than so than Rohit Sharma, and that's what I felt. But it is good to again speak to you. But I just want you to have some final comments about his career and the growth that he and the contribution that he has made to the Indian cricket. What is your final thoughts
With
on
respect to
Virat Kohli?
there is send off. Even Rohit Sharma was given a, or you can call that as a send off by naming the Wankhede Stadium one stand as Rohit Sharma stand. Taking the leaf out of the Bombay decision, DDCA can also name one stand. Why one stand? Two stands combined together and name Virat Kohli stand. That is what I feel. This is one way we can make him feel comfortable. And the other one he also is a mascot. That is no way. His name is known everywhere. Whoever takes a bat and then the
Yeah,
number, just number
exactly.
80 is worldwide popular. That no doubt
Yeah.
about that. And DDCA to take the initiative and do that with respect to that retirement and then so many things, still he is fit. So in that way, there are even rumors he will be playing county cricket to keep himself busy. But considering the fitness and then IPL takes about 2 months and then some T20 cricket, he might play some local domestic or something to keep himself fit. That is what I understand. But it is a real loss for Test cricket, overall Test
Yes.
cricket. He is a
Exactly.
very aggressive intent. That is, he must even on his performance, even the presence in the field itself will motivate
Exactly.
and inspire so many people to take the bat and play. That is what
Exactly.
I observed from his. He is a
Okay.
real midfielder as in the football. He is not just like that keeping. He can keep quiet in there is cricket field, whatever the format it may be. That is what I really appreciated. Is observed and appreciated his and as a team work. So that is on the field, inside the field, we may not, public may not know, but on the field is terrific, terrific.
Okay. Thank you so much, Mr. Sugman, for your thoughts on Virat Kohli. And we will have another program about cricket in general and also about the influence of IPL and others in the subsequent episodes. Thank you so much for your time, and have a great day, guys.
Thank you, Suresh. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to express my views on Indian cricket. Thank you.
Thank you so much.